what is so great, well, one of the many things that is so great about this book is that you are asking specific questions to each of the artists, very specific questions. So, there's that, but they also get into some great stories about themselves and their experiences.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the book is what I wanted to do was do two things at once. I wanted to create a survival guide for singers. So like a resource guide if you're on the road and you're a singer, and you need help or whatever, you got this book that's there for you. So in that regard, I wanted to ask everybody the same question. So every singer got asked the same question in the book. And that way, if you're on the road and you start getting sick and you start to panic and you go, what do I do? You can quickly flip through and go, what does Bruce Springsteen do? Or what does Mavis Staples do? Or whatever. And so you'll always be able to find different answers from the same question. But then I also wanted to be the music fan that I am. And I am getting a chance to talk to all these people who should not be talking to me at all. And ask them stuff that I'm interested in, that's specific to their talent and their voice. So then each singer gets thrown in those kind of personal questions too. So it's also fun for music fans to read because you're getting this fun kind of exploration of sides of your favorite singers that you got to see before.
Well, that the one story that seems to be picked up by everyone is the Thom Yorke story of him. Just you always think of him as the sourpuss, or just kind of
Right.
dour. And you brought out this fun side of Tom, or he shared the story that everyone seems to just is going giddy about. Can you kind of relate it to
Well,
that
well,
story?
well, there's, yeah, I mean, there's, Tom, yes, I think I don't think I brought anything out of Thom Yorke, trust me, but I do think that it's, as a Radiohead fan, there was those early years where he was going through what he was going through and facing fame. And I'm sure it was really tough for a myriad of reasons. But now, as you've seen in recent years, Tom's awesome. He's like Nick Cave, they're the same way. Like Nick Cave's early career, he was super serious. But now there's this like lightness that's been coming out more and more, and a more openness. And Tom was definitely that with me and couldn't have been cooler. I mean, we had so many laughs, and he was so friendly and kind and generous. And I think that what you're talking about is a Rolling Stone article that came out, and there's a few things in there that are really amazing in that interview for sure. But I think that one of the story that got picked up on was him getting high. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Him and Johnny Greenwood got high at like towards the end of a show and came back out to play everything in its right place, and he couldn't remember the lyrics, and so he just kept going around in circles trying to figure out what the lyrics were. And I was making fun of him because I'm going, there's only 3 lines in the entire song. What do you, and he goes, yeah, I couldn't do it, and he just had to get up and leave.
Something, something, sucking on a lemon. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And Willie Nelson told me a similar story where he just got so high that, a few people tell really good getting high stories that where it affected their vocals in a funny way. I think Ann Wilson had a pretty good one too.
Yeah, Willie Nelson, like he said, he just walked right off the stage. I just can't do
Yeah.
this.
I think his quote was, "This ain't the night."
Yeah.